Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. First this midday, an update on the deadly stabbing at Harding High School in St. Paul. The teen accused of stabbing and killing sophomore Devin Scott could be tried as an adult. The court papers say Scott and another student started fighting the 16-year-old student in the hallway. After administrators pulled them apart, the 16-year-old allegedly lunged forward with a knife and stabbed Scott twice. He told the administrator the boys jumped him. Ramsey County prosecutors want to move the case to adult court. That will be decided on next month. Students will not be back at Harding until Friday. District leaders say when students do return, there will be an additional school support liaison along with 2 St. Paul police officers on duty. School officials say this is a temporary solution to give them more time to come up with permanent changes to make sure students and staff feel safe.
I want to be clear that these immediate steps are the first step. We are not going to be able to prevent the challenges that our community is facing and that sadly sometimes come into our schools as well with one brief and quick, swift action.
The district has not had an official partnership with the St. Paul Police Department for 3 years when the board voted to do away with school resource officers. The superintendent says he would like to revisit that decision. The Oxford Community Center in St. Paul is set to reopen this weekend after a teen was shot and critically injured last month. 26-year-old Xavier Binford Jr., a worker at the center, is accused of shooting that teen outside the building during a fight. On its first day back open, the center will have special hours from noon to 5. Regular building and programming hours will start Sunday. Former Vice President Mike Pence is in Minneapolis this afternoon. He's speaking about parent rights at the Minneapolis Club. Pence's talk comes on the heels of a bill introduced in Minnesota protecting gender-affirming medical care for trans youth. Some political experts are expecting the former VP to announce his plans on running for president in 2024 soon. The Minnesota Twins are playing ball this afternoon. That's fun to hear, isn't it? Spring training is underway in Fort Myers as pitchers and catchers report. The Twins' first spring training game is on the 25th versus Tampa Bay. You know, and after the kind of yucky rain yesterday and the temperatures dropping, spring training is sort of a nice thing to think about that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people take advantage of that opportunity to visit Florida, to visit those warmer climates because, yeah, you're right, the Twins pitchers and catchers do report today. In fact, I have a forecast for you. This is Fort Myers, high temperature at 84 degrees with a heat index of 85 degrees with a south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And I think they'll be in the 80s pretty much every day this week. How about that? In the meantime, this is what we're dealing with right now. 24 above is our current temperature, but the wind chill makes it feel like it's closer to 10. And with a gusty northwest wind, those temperatures will be falling throughout the day today. These are sustained wind speeds averaged out over 2 minutes. And you can see nearly 20 miles per hour in the cities, closer to 30 miles per hour over open terrain in the southwestern part of the state. Now, we didn't see a whole lot of snowfall here in the Twin Cities, but western Minnesota still dealing with some bad road conditions. You can see the pink roads in west central Minnesota. That's completely covered with either snow or ice, and I-94 still closed from Fergus Falls up towards the Fargo-Moorhead area. Here's our 7-day forecast. Temperatures bottom out the next couple of days, single digits both Thursday morning and Friday morning, but we should see a good amount of sunshine those days. Coldest day is on Thursday. Wind turns southerly on Friday. That will help to warm our temperatures up through the upper 20s by the afternoon, setting us up for a mild weekend ahead. We're back above freezing both Saturday and Sunday, and overall a rather quiet weekend. However, next weekend looking more active and cooler with more seasonal temperatures and several opportunities of more snow, Lauren.
Ben, I think that Fort Myers forecast was just a little cruel.
A little teaser, right?
Just going to go there. All right, thank you. And make sure to download the KARE 11 weather app. You can get personalized forecasts, weather alerts, and check the live radar anytime. That's free in every app store. School districts could get more money from the state, but that depends on what happens at the state capitol today. The Education Finance Committee plans to talk about what could be the largest school aid increase in history. Tonight at 6, we'll break down the proposals and what it means for schools. Well, that's all your news and weather headlines from us for now. Don't forget, we'll be back here in just 30 minutes with some more updates. Then we hope to see you on our newscasts tonight at 4, 5, 6 and Breaking the News.